What's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there in the Poetry Corner universe? Everybody in the chat, peace, love, and happiness, peace, love, and poetry. Tonight, feel it in the air, mind over matter, Poetry Corner, another Tuesday. We out here. How you doing tonight, guests?
Excellent.
Cool.
Peace.
All right. That's what's up. So look, we're gonna get into the proceedings right now. You know what I mean? So we're gonna start off. We have the new one, Lady Moon Shanae. We're gonna start with you. And we're gonna mute our mics so we don't get any interruptions while the young lady is speaking. And out of respect. Okay, Shanae. Let everybody know who you are and what you got going on.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Cheyenne, or Lady Moon Lioness.
Thank you.
I am a poet, an activist, and an aspiring psychologist. So a lot of my work tends to be through observation, healing experiences, and even trauma. So I published 2 books. First one is titled Behind the Facade. And the second one is titled Monsters Among Us. One second. So the title of the poem that I'm planning on doing is titled Control. Give me one second. Slipping through my fingers like sand in my hands with nothing to capture it. Sifting through the thin openings between my fingers and becoming one with its surroundings once more. This is how much control I have of everything. Empty roads in front of me, not yet invaded by my presence, while the path behind me riddled with progress. All my mistakes and choices from the past spread like vines, and nature uprooting itself from the surface, loitering in the present, and if I allow it, my future. Scars and bruises painting my skin, divot and scraping against the pothole-filled road, causing me to trip and collapse on cold ground. Repeatedly knowing damn well I can go on my own. But time and time again, once I moved forward, became 1,000 steps back. Trapped in quicksand, hysterically struggling to reach a new triumph, a goal to get to the next unlocked door. The distance between it all becomes vast, a faded dream, the potential reality I seek. The issue of wanting control of everything is the most unrealistic thing that reality itself can offer. Perverse self-doubt, believing nothing will ever go right, is the most relatable to every human being that has walked and left this earth. Fighting to breathe, striving to succeed, wandering to live, traveling on a path unsure if it will lead to the next revelation or another dead end. We will never know where life guides us.
All right. So, Lady Moon, let me ask you, what inspired you to write that piece?
So back in 2018, when I wrote this piece, I came to this realization through my therapist that I have issues with control, whether it's controlling my own life. Things that were outside of my control, I felt the need to try to grasp it. And it was making me a little batshit cuckoo. It was making me a little crazy. It was making me sick. And one of the life lessons that I learned through her, through my therapist, is the things that you can control are the things that are the most tangible. However, what's out of our control, we have to manage it. was basically what she was saying. So when I wrote control, that was kind of my reflection
Okay.
of that session, actually.
Yeah. Okay. So, as I said, the title of the show is "Feel It in the Air, Mind Over Matter." So, walking in today's society, how do you choose to move around?
I choose to not only blend in, but to act as a lantern, I guess metaphorically, because as an activist, you're speaking on behalf of those who can't really speak for themselves. And when doing that, being a lantern is kind of like you're serving as a beacon for others, whether they understand the situation or not. And to be able to stand in front, because we take a lot of things for granted here in the States. Even though we are Black, there are things that are holding us back. There's at least a face that kind of shows, hey, like, I see you. Not only I hear you, I see you, and allow me to empathize, but as well as to stand before you if you need an example.
Okay. Well, I thank you and appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Your comments and, your gestures on that. Why don't you let everybody know where they can find you at on social media?
So they can find me on Instagram and TikTok under Lady Moon Lioness. And if you're looking into my books, lulu.com/spotlight/shy888 for Behind the Facade, and Amazon for Monsters Among Us.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. And congratulations on your 2 published books.
Thank
You
you.
know what I mean? Word up. And y'all heard that, everybody. Y'all go out there and cop them books and check out on social media. Thank you for your time. Right now, you're welcome. All right, Kamal Mani.
Peace.
Peace. How you doing, brother?
I'm great. I'm loving the, I'll say, testimony already. From all the messengers. I know more stuff than we spoke before we got on officially, but I'm loving the testimony. I love the messages.
Okay. Yeah, so how about you let everybody know who you are, from, what you got going on, and then go right into your piece.
I'm that little nappy-headed boy from Harlem, and I later lived in the Bronx, in Teaneck, New Jersey, in Hackensack. I went to Bergen Community, Morehouse, and New York Institute of Technology. And I am a teacher, and being that I am a teacher, most recently in Newark, New Jersey, I pretty much give most of my life to the youth. So I have recently created a website, thehiphopteacher.com. That's thehiphopteacher.com, and I have spoken word, animation, hip hop, and most of it is either academic or inspirational for the young people, because I think that a lot of us, the older generations, drop the ball on the younger people, and they don't have a clue as to what's going to happen in 5 years or 2 years. So I try to make sure that I become a big brother to them, a father figure, uncle, and help them like that. I'm also on Instagram, Kamal Supreme, Facebook, Kamal Supreme, and Kamal.United. I'm a poet, so I guess I'll just go into poetry because, I can say a lot. I guess you may ask me after the poem why I wrote the poem, so I'll wait for that, right? Just do the poem first?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to read this one. All right. Black rose in the ghetto, I feel your pain. The odds may be against you, but God knows your name. He knows that you came to bring about a change. So don't let nobody take your heart or run game or put chains on your brain. Black rose, many will oppose, but focus on your dreams and goals and don't let nobody take your soul. Black rose in the ghetto, instead of running with the wrong team, it's better to be a cappella. Hello, very few survive out of those that trap, but be like the 3 black doctors of Newark. If you're going to make a pact, an old Jamaican man once told me, you control your destiny. I couldn't put my mind around it for the life of me, cause see, television, religion, and mythology have been telling you and me that the sun will come out tomorrow, that a mystery God will wave his magic wand tomorrow. And when we look at the pain in your life, that's a hard pill to swallow. But then one day it all clicked when my cousin told me, you better get yours, because ain't nobody gonna give you So you could wish on a star, or you could be a star. And the whole secret to life is that you already are. But you ain't gonna know till you bloom like a lotus flower. When you try your hardest with persistence, you will find your power. Whatever you want, yo, be dominant, conquer, devour. And you can make it, yo. Don't be broken. Keep dreaming, working, and hoping. And know that you're chosen. Like Rose in the Ghetto, you can do it. It is done. One.
All right, bro. All right, brother. So, as I go into this, I'm going to ask you one of the magic questions. Walking in today's society, how do you choose to move around?
I choose to move around as spiritual as I can be. And as we were speaking earlier, sometimes I feel like, most of the time I feel like I'm on the outside looking in. I kind of feel invisible sometimes now because I try to let go of my ego. And as I let go of my ego, the more and more I see other people are dealing with their egos and putting their egos before everything else in terms of just being honest and living from the heart and loving people. You know, I mean, it's about getting money because that's how the system is. You have to survive with capitalism. But, you know, if money goes, who are you? If your job goes, who are you? If you know, you don't live right at the end of your life, how you going to feel? So, you know, like Bruce Lee said, be like water. So I try to be like water, no matter what the situation. I try to go with the flow and just flow and be at peace.
I feel you on that. Give us a little more information about what you're doing with the kids, though.
So with the kids, like I said, like the system doesn't really like us to get outside of the lesson plan and the curriculum and all of that. But wherever I can, when I get a chance, whether it's a assembly or it's homeroom or it's you know, a recess, whenever I get a chance, you know, I'll slip them some videos or I'll rap for them, and I definitely bring them a reality or realistic level to the lesson. So I let them know how, you know, like I'll just give another example. Like one teacher had told me, your homeroom has the most entrepreneurs, and I'm talking about fifth graders. And we don't have an entrepreneur program. I encourage them to take candy or, you know, buy candy or wholesale and sell it in retail, make a profit, or buy a big bag, or make bracelets, make necklaces, make cakes, make cookies at home, bring it in, and sell it to the teachers and sell it to the parents. And then kids come in with all this money. Look, I made $17 today. You know, so like those kind of things, you know, and just letting them know that they're the future. That's the number one thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be them to clean the water. Like, don't wait on, like, a lot of us, we're very comfortable. Like I said, a lot of people want to go to Africa. Some want to go to Africa, but most that I know that's been to Africa, they don't want to live there. Most. Because there's not a Wawa, and there's not a 7-Eleven, and Walmart, and Applebee's, and whatever. Right? Like, why you back? If you know, Africa was, why you back? I think if I went, I want to stay, but maybe I'm like you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, they have to be the ones, like the PSE&G or the light company or whatever goes off. We just waiting. When the storm hit, when y'all go restore power. But I try to teach them, like, you have to know how to get that power back on. You have to know IT. You have to know coding. Like, don't wait. You have to know new technology. It's you. Right. And unfortunately, some of us dropped the ball but it's great that you be a leader. And you know how to speak. And so Obama became president because he looked good and he could speak. So if you can speak, you can go anywhere. You can go far.
Definitely, definitely. And that's definitely mind over matter. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, my brother. Definitely want to. All right, I see we have Mr. William Washington, new guest on here.
Hey, people, how you doing?
All right, how you doing, brother? Thank you for joining us tonight.
Hey, Kamal, it's great to see you again and hear from you again. It's been a minute. Yeah, man.
We've seen and heard from.
Yes.
Yeah, so, Mr. Washington, why don't you let everybody know who you are, what you got going on, and share us with your presence.
Thank you. I'm William Washington. I'm a poet, author, motivational speaker. I've authored 2 books. My latest book is The Broken Book, Love Given, Love Taken, Love Lost. And that's a book that deals with emotion, brokenness. You know, I have 10 characters in the book, including myself. But what started that was the original book, The Nigger Chronicles, The Mispronunciation of Who I Am. That got the whole ball rolling because in that book I talk about the word, name, title, slur, nigger. And I don't tell kids not to use it. I tell them, before you use that word, name, title, slur, try to learn from whence it came. And that just started a whole roller coaster because the book is also about my loves, my love life, my failed marriages. So it's a little bit of everything. And the demand was so great, I had to write the follow-up book. They wouldn't let me rest because this was written in 2012 and this was written in April of this year. They wouldn't let me rest, so I had to do it. But other than that, I just love poetry, man. I just love to talk, as you can see.
That's what's up, man.
Let me share something. I don't know this well, but I'm going to share it anyway.
Okay.
My skin is black. My skin is beautiful. Beautiful like the water. Beautiful like the air. And I got this black skin. Honestly. You see, the blacker my God, the blacker I be. The blacker I be, the blacker my seed. The blacker the seed, the blacker the trees. The blacker my God, the bluer the sea. The blacker the night, the brighter the stars. The brighter the stars, the better I see. That black is not a color. Black is a people, created by an all-encompassing Father who gave his only begotten Son to save mankind. A mankind scorned, lied on, talked about, enslaved, imprisoned, impoverished, that can only be saved in the final days when Jesus comes. Reciting "You So Black" can win you an Emmy, but living while black could be the beginning of our ending. It's the warmth of the sun that keeps us alive. But what if the sun not be the sun? What if the sun is actually the return of God's only begotten Son, like Jesus? The blacker our God, the blacker we be. The blacker we be, the blacker our seed. The blacker the seed, the blacker the trees. The blacker our God, black like me. I'm so black, I'm beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
That's
Thank
what's
you.
up. Thank you, brother, for that piece. Definitely was definitely on the move with that one.
Thank
well,
you.
here's the one of the questions for tonight. Walking in today's society, how do you choose to move around?
I've always been a loner. I've always been an enigma. I don't let too many people know me, or know how I feel, or know what I'm doing from day to day. And it's not like I thought I was better than anyone, but it's that built-in fear that I've always had, that insecurity. So I learned from an early age, if I wear a mask, if I hide it, people wouldn't know that I was afraid. You know, and so I roll the same way today. At 63 years of age, I'm scared of these young people out here today. So I don't smile at them. I don't pay them no mind. I'm focused. I do what I got to do. Right. Only time I pay these young people mind is when I'm performing on stage or when I'm speaking to a crowd or at a college. Then I show them all the love and respect that I can show them because I know I'm in a safe environment. So that's how I roll. I always roll that way.
Oh, I hear you on that.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta move silently out in this world
Oh yeah.
sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's why I came up with the thing tonight. Mind over matter.
Yes.
You know, is deep out there. It's deep out there.
It's real. If you show these kids love, they take it as a sign of weakness.
All
The
right.
same kids that you speak to every day and say hello to, good morning, will be the same kid that robs you if your
True,
guard is down.
true facts.
And I hate to talk like that about our people, our neighborhoods, but that's how it is in my neighborhood. I'm in Spanish Harlem.
Oh,
So I always gotta have my guard up,
Harlemite.
Yeah, yeah.
Harlemite in the building.
Yes,
That's
yes,
what's up.
yes.
I feel you on that whole thing. Well, thank you for that dope poem
Thank you.
and
And
your input
thank
on
you
the
for
subject.
having me. I forgot to say that. Thank you for having me, man.
Oh, no
This
doubt,
is
brother.
big, man.
No doubt.
Yeah. Thank you.
We got more things to come.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
talk. All right. That was William Washington, everybody. Go out there and cop them books. He'll give you more information later on.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So now we're going to proceed on with Sister Monet.
Good evening, everybody.
Hello, how you doing?
Good evening. Good
I'm
evening.
all right. I'm all right. I'm amongst greatness. You know, all of you guys are authors and I'm aspiring. So I'm amongst greatness this evening. I'm very humbled to be here and to be even considered to, like I said, sit amongst greatness.
Every morning you breathe, you're great.
That's right.
You
Yes,
are
sir.
great. Yes, yes,
Thank you.
yes.
So my natural name is Monica. My poetry name is Sister Testimony. I am an abundance of things, hence my shirt, I am, which is from one of my mentors. I am aspiring to be not only an author, but I'm aspiring to be a life coach. And I wrote my list here. I am a photographer, a mentor, a missionary, a mother, a sister, an aunt, a poetess, a drummer. I am actually an adolescent caseworker for Child Protection Services, and I am a counselor. I may not have all of the documents that state that, but what my God has set in me, I got to perform it. So that's a little bit about me. You can find me on Instagram under Sister Testimony, just like I was spelled up on the screen. My photography IG is Books Photo, BOOKZ FOTOZ. And King, you want me to perform something or read something?
Yes, I would like for you to recite something for us. Thank you.
Okay, so we're doing Mind Over Matter. So I'm going to read, and I'm going to prepare y'all now. It's a bit of a tongue twister, but, just pray my strength because it's about defeat. And once again, it's mind over matter. Okay. Nowhere is now here. Here recently, we have been under attack, and I just can't get with that. I was feeling like there was no peace in sight. But the more I decided to feel that way, I started to fight. I paused and reflected on a statement, and a specific word stuck out, and that word was nowhere. When I stared at the word, God began to deal with my understanding of that word. Nowhere is now here. Nowhere is a thought of defeat, hopelessness, and submission. It's a word that has been twisted to keep us in depression. But today I've come to share what God has shown me. It's a word of hope, inspiration, and prosperity. There's peace nowhere. No, peace is now here. Now here is much water for those who thirst after righteousness. Now here is love, peace, and charity through Christ Jesus. Now here is truth and fruits of the Spirit. Now here is joy springing up life everlasting. Now here I was thinking that I was at the end of my rope, but now here I rejected my hope. Somewhere the nowhere became past tense, and the now here has become the present. Now here I am free. Now I am here. Now, I'm sorry, I knew I was going to trip up. Now here I agree that nowhere will no longer be in my vocabulary. It's that statement alone that I just increased my territory. There's no limit to what God can do. Therefore, man can't change what was meant to encourage to tear down. I encourage all of you not to give up and say, now here is your happiness. Whatever it is that you desire from the Lord, now here it is.
All right. That's what's up. Talk that talk.
Let's try.
Appreciate that poem. Man. Word up.
I heard you, sis. Great. Beautiful.
Hey guys, I can't snap, so I'll be clapping tonight. All right?
Clap, they can get an applause when I say it.
Yes.
Word. Well, I just want to say to everybody out there in the Poetry Corner universe, click like and subscribe to the channel so you can get future notifications of what's going on the Let's Talk channel, Poetry Corner shows. You know what I mean? So we're going to return back to you, Lady Moon. Can you bless us with something special and nice that you got up in your archive? You're on mute.
So this one I hold very dear to me. It is called To Younger Me. So, dear me from an old past, little me in the park with your toddler sister. Give me your hand so I can tell you to enjoy your youth. Gazing at you as you worry about adult choices. You should not be making choices outside of juice or water, crayons or coloring pencils. That was stolen from you. Little me, you would be told you are wise beyond your years. To be honest, I wish you weren't told that because the concept of expectations will engulf your little self whole. Swallow you entirely, introducing you to your first sin, pride. The second being envy. You see, little me, I cannot lie to you about the future and the adversity you will face. You will forget to cry after spending years of crying about everything. The tears you shed makes you sensitive, but not necessarily in a bad way. It's a blessing and a curse. Blessed because you meet beautiful people who will love you like you deserve, but it's a curse because you will get lost. Lost in a sea of termites devouring wood, your gift to connect with others is the wood, and people will eat it mercilessly. Young me, I'm sorry you cannot love yourself properly. Even decades, I still fail at that too. Love, I'm sorry you are so emotionally inept when it comes to you. Your future lies in discovering feelings you and I both still are unsure exist for us. As I embrace the smaller you, find myself wondering if you would be disgusted with me or proud of me. Still fighting back, but back to crying. Still headstrong yet struggling. Still loving yet numb to the sensation called emotions. Thank you.
All right, now. Thank you for that beautiful piece, Lady Moon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's coming from the heart, mind, and soul.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's what's up. Okay, we're going to return back with Kamal Imani. Your mic is muted.
Here we go. All right, here we go.
Okay, brother.
All right. This is unpredictable, which is good for me. Okay, I just pulled up something because I wanted to make everything relevant. All right. This is something I've never heard this before. I wrote it, put it out there, but here we go. Don't let this matrix get the best of you. Hey, your detractors, haters, and ops. Shoo. Y'all, what you call it mean nothing to me. You just thing of a jig you pull. And never give up. Because deep inside of you, there's a button that you press called renew. Like the story of Job. Yeah, biblical. They took his materials, financials, and people, but he stayed spiritual and got it all back. Because everything is cyclical. Sometimes you fumble, but stay on the humble. Be comfortable. Being uncomfortable. Oh, be comfortable. Being uncomfortable. Keep your eyes on the prize, the visual. Keep moving. You got a dream to pursue. A star was born when you came through the womb. So aim for the star, and you might hit the moon. Now you're in the game, so say, hey, yo, I'm coming soon. Keep innovating. The world is waiting for you. Make bouncing back a new ritual. The Creator told you to make all things new. Is there something in you that's indestructible? Spirit, soul, you. Let's go. Peace.
All right, brother. All right. That's what's up.
Wow.
Saying reality check. Reality check. Hey,
Y'all got me talking to myself.
hey, we moving mountains, man. We moving mountains to see a new horizon. You know what I mean? So that's what's up. All right. Now we're going to return back to Mr. William Washington. Can you bless us with your presence, brother? Oh, your mic is muted.
This is an old standby and my brain is old, so y'all forgive me. If I mess up, I'm going to stop wherever I'm at. Okay? I was not able to put mind over matter in my 20s and in my early 30s. And I suffered a 72-hour psychiatric hold at Metropolitan Hospital over a broken heart. You see, I loved her for too long. She was my life. Only to find out that she never loved me. She was my wife. And as I sat on that park bench on 103rd Street and 2nd Avenue, watching my children play with a suicide pill in my hand, I asked God for a little more time. And when I opened my eyes, I realized I was walking out that park still alive. Looked down at my watch and saw that 2 minutes had elapsed. It was 2 minutes that God gave me that saved my life. But do you know in 2 minutes I could stop a nosebleed? In 2 minutes I could tell you my life's history. Within the first 2 minutes of a conversation, I could make a woman fall in love with me. But because of premature ejaculation, you see, in 2 minutes I came and she's in the kitchen making me a half sandwich with American cheese. In 2 minutes I could recite the alphabet frontwards and backwards, starting with the letter G. HIJKLMNPQRTUVWXYZ1 Give a dying man 2 minutes to tell his family, don't cry for me. Give a dying man 2 minutes to relive his life history. Give a gambler 2 minutes to change his luck, to change his bet from 7 black to let it ride on 11 red. Give a murderer 2 minutes that someone may be alive and not dead. If Trayvon Martin had 2 minutes more, he'd be alive today eating Skittles and enjoying another day to run into play. But Trayvon didn't get 2 minutes and now rest in peace, he's dead. If Mike Tyson had 2 minutes, he wouldn't have that big ass tattoo on the side of his head. Give me 2 minutes to say I'm sorry. Give me 2 minutes to admission. Give me 2 minutes to I love you. Give me 2 minutes to believe. Give me 2 minutes to achieve. Give me 2 minutes to perform the NFL football 2-minute drill. Give me 2 minutes to swallow this suicide pill. My time is up. So whatever I didn't say I do, I will say I do nevermore unless my God gives me 2 minutes. Please, Father God, 2 minutes more. Now that God has given me 2 minutes to think my life over, to laugh, to cry, because he's given me 2 minutes. I am here at the Poetry Corner. I'm alive. Thank you, Father, for 2 minutes. 2 minutes more.
Yes, my brother. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Opening things up right there. I see you. That's what's fly, man. I like that.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. When you can't put mind over matter, you may suffer a broken heart. You may suffer things that should not have bothered you as bad as it did, because emotion is a powerful drug.
That's right.
And if this ain't right, your life ain't right.
That's right.
And so yeah, that's what it took for me to get right.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
A bit of testimony on that.
Yeah.
So thank you, brother, for that piece. And now we'll proceed with Miss Sister Monet.
All right. I don't know if y'all saw the love that I just got, but I'm gonna shout out my auntie from church. Yeah, that 2 minutes was like that. This is called The Reflection of a Believing Woman. How far I've come by faith, Lord, I'm in awe of how much trust and faith I have in you. I shed tears in pillows and endured sleepless nights, shed tears in hands because of fright. Yet you lifted me and told me you make my burden light. I'm so grateful for the many smiles that you put on my face, so thankful for the many people you put in my space, and so appreciative for your unconditional grace. No one knows what goes on in my mind, yet the evil things you immediately bind, and the peaceful thoughts I find. Never thought people would see the God in me. Never thought people would hear or read these words and there be relatability. Never thought having faith the size of a mustard seed would turn me into whom you called me to be. A missionary of peace, an evangelist of strength, a mother of hospitality, a woman alive in truth, a praying grandmother, a first lady of a lineage of a faithful few, a sister who can feed the souls, a sister who can heal the souls, a sister who can spiritually counsel, a sister who could capture memories through her lens, and a sister who can encourage. My heart is so full and heavy in the word of God, I have a hiding place. So to you, I give my life to carry. Never thought life would be like this. Never thought I would have to fight without fists. Yet I still have faith, even when it's my darkest hour and I can't see my way. But I know I must continue to pray. Believing you'll lighten my path and turn my night into day. And when it's all said and done, I know my battle is won because I've always had faith in the sun.
All right. Thank you for that piece.
Inspiration and therapy.
That was peace within a piece. You know what I mean?
That was beautiful.
Definitely just want to give a little notification. Peace, love, and power to everybody out there in this Poetry Corner universe. Click like and subscribe to the channel so you can receive those notifications for all these poetry shows that we got coming up. So now, I'm going to proceed on and move back in with Lady Moon. But first, I'm going to ask you this last question before you go into your piece, okay? How do you let go of the past and represent yourself in the now?
That's a good question. I'm still learning. And I think one thing that we need to be aware of within ourselves is to be aware and to know that we are constantly a work in progress. So whatever our sins of our past, because I personally suffer from severe depression. So the past haunts me no matter how much I work and how much work I put in. So for me, is going to therapy, coming to terms, to breathe, to meditate, to be and speak mindfulness within myself and grounding myself with others, that I have created my own little tribe within my own tribe, with it is my family. Right. So that is actually a really good question because I've never really sat there and thought about that. And funny thing is, the poem that I picked is called Therapy. So talking about mind over matter, but that moment when you start to use your mind, how does that look in a space that is considered a safe space? So the poem is titled Therapy. Hesitant at the waiting area, legs crossed or spread, focusing on the ticking of the clock nearby, not sure whether to be comforted by the consistent sounds or driven mad by its torturous pacing. Never would I ever imagine giving myself in to a person I barely know. 50-minute sessions of open questions and talking, chatting and listening, learning and breathing. Upon the first meeting, the sudden pit of regret knowing that me, private me, the prideful person I am, is going to be stripped. The layers of myself revealed before someone, peeling layer after layer. I grow anxious that I'm reaching the core of my being. Tears occasionally flowed, outbursts of rage, closing my eyes and sinking into the couch as the soothing voice guides me. My breathing. Silence transitioned to whispers of music in the background, soundscapes of the ocean reaching shore, enters my ears so peacefully. The knotted uncertainty began to unravel itself as time progressed. The lump in my throat and the gut shrinking from knowing my session arrived. Sulking when I had to endure waiting a week to meet them again, almost like a lover without a need of physical intimacy. The intimacy that I needed most was what I feared most. The yearning for disconnection from the world, confined into a room existing and letting it out. Regurgitating my insecurities, my secrets and doubts. Not even a journal could properly contain what I refused to spill on paper. My beloved therapist, my confidant, someone I couldn't fathom depending on long ago. It became a drug that I kept resorting to, tamed by notions that on this day, that time, in the same room when we meet, it would be the time to remove my mask and once more and proceed to explore the labyrinth of my mind. By the end of each session, a weight connected to me fades from existence. To confess my love for therapy is to reveal aspects of my journey that aided in much more steady and serene me. Thank you.
Thank you for that testimony. I mean,
Yes, yes,
mind over matter. Power of now, of course.
yes.
Of course. Been down that street. I mean, definitely want to. Lady Moon, we thank you for that piece, you know what I'm saying, and giving us a piece from your mind, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, hey, respect, much bravery on everything that you got going and moving along, you know what I mean? She's in the back and hear me, but okay, Brother Kamal Amani. You're on mute. Oh. All right, I see you going in a different direction on that. All right, Sister Monet.
All right, then. You know, I'm going to follow Lady Moon here.
Hold on, I have a question to ask first.
Okay.
Let's put our elbows up on the window pane as we looking out the window. You know what I mean? It's all good. You know what I mean? So, how do you let go of the past and represent yourself in the now? You know what I mean?
Being a child of the Most High, you got to turn it over to Him. You got to turn it over. You got to let go, let God. You know, you got to ask Him to purge you on a daily basis to let go of that hurt or, you know, whatever the issues are from the past. You know, you got to seek counseling and you got to do your work. You know, I'm a fan of Iyanla Vanzant. You know, you got to put forth the work to overcome the past. You can't just use that as a crutch to say, oh, well, this is why I'm doing what I do. You got to put forth the work. It's effort to overcome. You know, you got to, I say work. This is my little thing that I've been saying for 2022. You know, you got to work your faith, not your frustration. Like you got to really step up and, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Like you can't sit there and just be like, well, I'm hurting. Well, where do you go when you hurting? You got to go somewhere. You got to go get healed. You can't sit there and just continue to be stuck in the past. You're never going to thrive. I just wrote something on Friday about how you got to cut those roots. You know, if those are unhealthy roots, if they're bad roots, you're going to have to get repotted. And, you know, people look at God and say, oh, well, he's the, you know, you got to stay on a potter's wheel. I say, well, God is also the repotter. He will take you from one pot to the next. He will cut the roots that's not going to help you to flourish and grow. He's going to put you in some new soil, and that soil is going to have some nutrients. So, you know, you just got to be intentional about your growth.
Right.
Amen.
And moving forward and, you know, not staying stagnant. You know, we're not here to be stagnant. We're here to grow. We're here to thrive. Right. So, I mean, I hope I answered your question.
No doubt. Yeah. There is no favorite answer to the question. You know what I'm saying? It's just you giving us a piece of your mind with the piece that you have on hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah. So we'd love to hear that piece you brought for us tonight. You know what I mean?
Okay. So,
thank you for that.
By all means, this is something that I wrote with assistance from a dear auntie, God rest her soul, Loretta Sudan. She is the Whitesboro nurse. Everybody loves her. She's passed away, but she helped me kind of get some stuff together. So I'm gonna follow the lead of Lady Moon here with the psychological, I call it the psychologically bound testimony. Hello, mighty counselor. Hello, my child. Come on in. So tell me, where should we begin? Well, mighty counselor, I remember just a few months ago, I was feeling low and didn't want to let anything go. My weakness had me out there and I was psychologically bound. So one day I decided to come to you, my mighty counselor, and you gave me advice that was sound. Weeks went on to months. Counseling sessions were intense, but when my test came, so did the devil's defense. I had to take medications prescribed to me, which were 3 milligrams of fasticillin, 7 mcgs of pralazone, and 10 tablespoons of study bites. The dosages weren't too strong. By faith, I could handle them all. My prescriptions were so good that they were all completed. It seemed like over time, my problems were deleted. As trials and tribulations came on, my belief was increased and my unbelief was gone. It seemed like I became addicted to those prescriptions. Moreover, my addictions changed to a diligent transition. Well, I'm complying with my sessions and I'm really progressing. I'm still taking my medications and I thank you. Mighty counselor, you've been a blessing. I can say I'm no longer psychologically bound. Through compliance with my medication, my faith in God has been found.
All right. Thank you for that testimony. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, hold on, y'all. Headphones fell out. All right. Sorry about that. You know what I mean? But yeah, we thank you for that, Sister Monet. You know what I mean? So yeah, we coming with it. Click like and subscribe to the channel, everybody. Thank y'all for engaging with us through the Poetry Corner universe. Now, my brother Kamal Amani.
These is freezing me up, man.
Yo, I thought you tried to dip on me, yo.
No.
Hey, William, I gotta watch them Harlem Bronx dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, them Bronx dudes will dip on you, man. They definitely will.
Like I said, Harlem Bronx. You know what I mean? Oh, I might be talking about myself. Oh, my bad. Nah, but brother, so that's where we at. How do you let go of the past and represent yourself in the now? You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Surrender. I mean, like, it sounds like a cliche, but every day, right? Like, I realize almost every day I gotta surrender, and it might be the perfect day, but I still throw my hands up, say thank you, God. You know, like I said, I can't believe it was a good day.
Right.
But then, you know, another day, like a day like today, I don't know where the answers are. I'm doing all of these things, but I have a lot of question marks. And if I really dwell on those question marks, it's gonna drive me crazy. So I gotta just say, surrender, just let it all go. Don't worry about it. Tomorrow's another thing. Right. And usually things start falling into place.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. That's what's up. You know what I mean? I feel you on it. Well, I know you got something interesting for us tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got a little something. I'm pulling them up.
As we break bread on this hour.
You heard this one before, but I didn't do this. I don't think since, you know.
Hey, man, just let it flow, babe. You know what I mean?
All right.
Word.
You are a cosmic being. You have no business playing yourself cheap. You are not a victim. Get up and live your dreams. Guess what? That wasn't part of the poem. That was part of my summary. So now we'll get to the poem. All right. Manifest your blessings and the Creator will receive that bliss that you missed from the heavens. But now it will be on earth because you knocked and the door opened. You're a seeking citizen of the universe, cosmic being. Time is slipping from the hourglass. Listen, you don't sweat time when you study your mind on your plan. Focus on the goal and be in self-command mode and drop bombs on them. Release the alien, explode. Boom. They should have backed up and gave you room. Because you ain't mediocre. You're a universe eloper. And I hope you execute your thoughts and let the negative drama in your life come to naught. If you forget if you forget who you are, it's not my fault. You are love. You are light. You are not a nigga or a bitch. You are solar bound to be right. You got the sonship, the daughtership. As a direct descendant of the divine emperor and empress, you better recognize that you are bliss. Peace, cosmic being.
All right. coming straight from another galaxy with us, huh?
Man, them Bronx dudes, man. Yeah.
It's all good because I'm on both turfs myself on that. So. But more Harlem though. Yeah, hit you with that. Come on.
Yeah, I was born in Harlem, so the Bronx just put the spice on it.
Yeah.
You switch sides though. Nah. Hey man, thank you for that.
My wife and I go to Harlem just to get bean pies from Jersey, so just to get bean pies and hear a word from a so-called bum who's really Asian.
Yeah. Brother, thank you for that piece tonight, man. Definitely on point. Now, Mr. Washington.
Oh man, this has been great, man. I was gonna read something out of my book, but I'm gonna follow the girls, and I know I'm gonna mess up. The beautiful women in this room, I know I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna follow the girls and just give you a man's point of view of what they both were talking about. This poem is for the men who have been hurt, men who have been broken. Brothers, don't hurt that woman, and don't hurt yourself. Listen to my story. As soon as I stopped worrying how my story ends, I let go and I let God. Lord, all the money, take it away. The clothes, take it away. The material gains, take it away. The rainy nights, the heart pain, the arthritis, the diabetes, the 72 hours when I wasn't quite sane, take it away. All those sleepless nights, all those fussing fights, the many times you kissed me after you kissed him, my restless nights on the couch, trying to sleep with that bad taste in my mouth, take it away. Those angry poems I wrote, my hands gripped around your throat. The Christmas that you told me you didn't love me after I gifted you diamonds and a leather and a fur coat. Take it away. Time has allowed me to heal and to forgive. That's when God stepped in and he made me anew. All the things I had taken away, I now possess brand new. As soon as I stopped worrying how my story ends, I let go and I let God. I let God have his way. My brothers, God fixed me, and he will do the same for you. If you just let go and stop worrying, call on him. And like he fixed me, he will fix you too. Just as soon as you stop worrying. And Paul.
Got me in church.
You know I was improvising. I forgot half that.
Let the church say amen. Let the church say amen.
Thank you.
Brother.
These ladies touched on it, man. These sisters, y'all touched on it, man. And I keep trying to tell people, black men cry too. We just may not show you, but we cry too. You know?
I dig you, man. So, Brother Washington, can you let everybody know where they can find you on social media again?
Yes. Now, there's a lot of William Washington, but you can find me on Instagram and Facebook under William Washington 9231. William.Washington.9231 on both those media sites. You can also find me on YouTube, same thing, William Washington, or my given name, Wawa Washington.
I found you on Instagram under Wawa.
Yeah. I probably don't even use that. Yeah. That's me. Yeah. I can't keep up with these pages like this.
That's what's up. That's all good. All right, Kamal.
Oh, I go again? Yeah.
No. Let everybody know about your Instagram, social media, where they can find you, and
for your cheering, thehiphopteacher.com. Thehiphopteacher.com.
All right.
It is for you too. You probably enjoy some things. I mean, motivation is motivation, and there's some things you might want to brush up on academically, but small things. Also, Kamal Supreme, that's Instagram, and I have a Facebook page, Kamal Supreme, but my main one is Kamal.Imani, I-M-A-N-I. And if you Google Kamal Imani, you can put gospel next to it, you get gospel house. If you put poet next to it, you get poetry. If you put hip hop, you get hip hop. Even reggae. So like I do a lot of things, a lot of music. I got like 500 songs out. I just love to do it, And also loving chit chat. That's something I started, and that's about relationships, and I have relationship books and audio books out as well. Because I've been happily married for 27 years. 3 years before that, so 30 altogether. My son is 17-year honor student. I'm talking too much, but Google Kamal Imani.
No, that's amazing, man. Married for 33 years. Oh my gosh.
All right. blessings, man. All right, Lady Moon.
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok mainly under Lady Moon Lioness, which is what you see shown on screen. You can also find me on lulu.com for Behind the Facade and amazon.com for Monsters Among Us.
Thank you very much for that. Sister Monet?
You can also find me on IG, Sister Testimony, spelled like it is on the screen. And like I said, I also do photography, books, photos. And that's really it. BOOKZFOTOZ.
Thank you very much for that. I'd like to thank you guests for coming through tonight. You know what I'm saying? Blessing the stage, blessing the mic, giving everybody a piece of your mind and your spirit and how you feel on things. I'm going to leave everybody with this poem. It's called The Article. Placing my name in the arena, game changer to many. Very hard to offend me, I strike back like gimme. A few minutes of time to rewind what probably happened. So many out here capping, the gods stay laughing. Comedians breathing, exhaling all that funny shit. Let's rise above the mummies and dummies. I will conjure quick some type of lines that grab your mind attention. Anywhere I'm chilling, my ascension is commissioned. Those who be pretending, working on division. I show love in a spectrum of hope. Y'all be sitting. If I lend you a hand, don't bite the fingertips. One phrase can send a message and break your confidence. Perhaps raise your consciousness, give your thoughts a lift. If you're falling in the world, it's deep inside the abyss. Watch your footsteps, be more observant on your stride. My flight is naturally high, talking to clouds in the sky. Our fathers sometimes don't bother to answer real quickly. These are lessons to be learned when we're acting very silly. Got to be able to show accountability in this reality. Falsification of identity is bad wasted energy. If I feel for a world that's disturbed and very troubled, I live to stay grounded and balanced outside the bubble. King. Thank you.
That's
tough. That's tough. Man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was finger snaps, and more finger snaps.
Appreciate that, y'all. Too kind. Yeah. But hey, like I said, we got a lot of things going on Monday nights. Poetry Corner Eastside Connection with my co-host, my boy, my brother, Poetic Van Meadows Jr. Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Regular Poetry Corner show where we get live action, just like tonight. Thursday night, we have the West Side Connection with Ebb and Flow and Drea the Poet, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. You know what I mean? Every other Thursday, we'll be coming back to the King's Dream pop-up show. So just stay tuned. Click like and subscribe to the channel so you can receive these notifications. You know what I mean? You'll get the future shows that's coming up. So I'm your host, King Atterbury. You can find me on King Atterbury Inc. on IG. And I'm about to take us out of here. Peace, love, and poetry. We out of here.
Good night, everybody.